I think I've stumbled onto an SEO content writing hack, a secret that I want to share with you today. My name is Chris Palmer, and in today's SEO content writing, to help you rank your content online video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you a secret on how you can start ranking your SEO content a lot higher on search engines. Now, it's often perceived by SEOs and content writers and content creators that unique content, along with non-duplicated content, is best practice. And it is. Now, there's a lot of different views on duplicate content and unique content, and I also feel, after doing a magnitude of research, performing search engine optimization on hundreds of different websites, I've seen all different types of pages rank, and there's something that consistently comes up, and that's the secret that I want to share with you today, something that will allow you to stand out and be unique enough to be different and help aid your rankings on Google and other search engines. Now, I want to divert your attention here to this page. This is the Google Search Central website. On this website, it covers a lot of different things, but one piece in particular that I've, of course, divulged into multiple times is something called the quality guidelines. Now, I just want to point out something that is being perceived perhaps wrong from the industry and content writers, and some SEOs probably have figured this out long before I'm making this video. But what I want to share with you is this. Perceived uniqueness is different to a computer and an algorithm than it is a human being. Meaning, if you look here and divert your attention here, think about what makes a website unique, valuable, and engaging. Yes, I understand don't duplicate. Yes, I understand uniqueness. Yes, I know use different photos and multimedia and enough heading tags and the word counts. And I understand this, but I want you to really think about, this is the very first thing. What makes a website unique? What makes a website unique is the massive tip or hack or trick or whatever you want to look at it and think about it as that I want to give to you today. Now, I want to go ahead and pull up a search that I use oftentimes just to prove a point, because I do feel that content writers, SEOs are perceiving this rule of uniqueness completely wrong. What I want you to do in your industry is take a look at the top performers. They might have more word count or less word count, and they use a lot of the same words, a lot of the same LSI or co-occurring keywords. And these words are absolutely positively needed for rankings. However, where I feel, and I've been seeing over and over and over again, what uniqueness is the amount of unique words on the page compared to other people is what makes your pages unique. What words are you adding to your page over the whole corpus? So if the average ranking page is 1,300 words, 1,500 words, you write your 1,500 words. You have the same words as everyone else. You have more co-occurring, right? You're better optimized. The more of the exact match keywords, more of the co-occurring keywords. So you're finely tuned. But to make it more unique, because remember, within the guidelines, it says, remember what makes a page unique. What makes it unique is using words that no one else is using on the page, or a different order, or perhaps maybe you're even making up words, making up your own slogans and phrases. What I am seeing time and time again inside of all different verticals is websites that have more unique words within the corpus, within the document, are ranking higher. Yes, they have all the optimizations. Yes, they have all the LSI or co-occurring words. Yes, they have the right amount of heading tags and multimedia and images. They have all that. They're optimized. But they also use more unique words, whether it's made up words, whether it's different orders, whether it's completely fabricated words, whether it's just different ordering or maybe misspellings. They have more unique words. Let me show you an example of what I mean. So I use this example quite frequently. what we're going to do is we're just going to look up plumber. I use this all the time. New York. All right. Let's take a top performing website and versus against a poor performing website. All right. So let's just take a look here. Top performers, Yelp, that doesn't count as a website. Write Plumbing. Okay. So this is our top performer. All right. So that's Write Plumbing. And then let's just scroll all the way down and let's just pick one of these from the very bottom. This one here. So we'll just open up this one, going for the same exact keywords. One from the very top. It's not the number one. Yelp is number one, but it's the number one actual website. And one from like the very bottom. Okay. Literally the bottom. All right. This search result page, I show 50 results. So this is number like 47 is the one that I just picked here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do just as a random test, just to prove a point so you can understand what I mean by uniqueness and where I feel that people are failing to understand what uniqueness is. All right. I think that a robot, an AI, which Google is looking at uniqueness a little bit differently. I think it's looking at uniqueness like a computer, not uniqueness where you're spinning words. We have found that that doesn't work as good. Not uniqueness as, you know, it's completely off topic and it's not optimized, but uniqueness where inside the corpus, if I'm matching all the other optimizations, the LSI, co-occurring words, the right amount of heading tags on the page where I have the right amount of optimization, everything is matched, but I'm actually a little bit more unique, these pages always rank higher. Let me just show you the example here. So I picked the top performer and then just a random poor performer, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this website and I'm going to throw it in here, okay? So we're going to copy this. We're going to bring it over here to unique words count, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just throw this in here, okay? Oh, here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, Write Plumbing. We're going to go in here to SEO Quake, which is a SEMrush product. Okay, great tool. I use it all the time. Down at the bottom gives the whole entire ranking pages corpus. Okay, the whole document. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just paste this inside of here. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through. We're going to remove repeated words. Okay. Anything that was repeated. We're going to show the quantity. All right, and we're going to calculate the amount of, oh, it already did it. And we're going to calculate the amount of unique words. So the actual amount of unique words. So it was used this many times, this many times, this many times, this many times. And inside of that is probably some made up words, probably some just unique words, maybe phrases where there's dashes or might be misspellings. But what I'm getting at is there's 386 unique total words on this page. Now, let's go ahead and take a poor performing website. So this guy was ranking like number 47 for the same exact term. So we're going to come in here. We'll go to density. This is, again, a SEMrush product. We're going to scroll down and we're going to grab it. Now, this page actually has more words on it, which is interesting. So let me just see here. This is entirely a guess. So we have 386 unique words. What we're going to do is we're going to paste this in here and we're going to calculate it. 350 unique words. So that's 36. The difference of 36 unique words on the page, taking away all duplicates, okay? Taking away anything that was like spaces and checks and all that kind of stuff. Actual unique words. And the other page actually had more words on it. The poor performing page had more words. But the top performer had 36 more unique words than the bottom performer. And amongst those words are actual unique words. Maybe words he made up. Words that are just different than what other poor performers are using. So when we're talking about looking at the guidelines, looking at and understanding what Google is saying, understanding things maybe more like an algorithm would. I believe from just seeing and performing and just doing SEO, not looking at tools, just using your eyes and seeing what's working. A unique page is made up of utilizing other words, yes, having the proper optimization, yes, having the co-occurring keywords, but making up your own words, making up your own slogans, and just using different words that might not usually be used within that SERP to a higher degree than others is going to help your SEO content writing rank higher in 2021. So my name is Chris Palmer. If you have any future questions about SEO content writing, or anything SEO content writing related, feel free, go ahead and ask in the comments below. And I always look forward to seeing you in the next SEO content writing, how to write SEO content that ranks video. I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.